Hello, 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 greetings, salutations, konnichiwa, and every other form of green across this vast, marvelous multiverse. I am Matsu Quinox. This is Horace, and welcome back, my dear, marvelous, wonderful scholars, to the study. Hello there, hello there, hello there. Hello there, Yulin20. Congratulations on getting first. Hello there, Firefly. Welcome. Hello, 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 all you fine, marvelous scholars, wherever you are, whenever you are. I hope you're all doing well. How are you all doing, my dear scholars? Yulin20 yawn. Well, I hope that's a yawn of tiredness and not of boredom, because I'm doing my best here. Oh, before I forget, let us welcome another new scholar to our group. Raspa Trash Bear, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Oh, Julian20, never bored with you. Ah, I am touched. Well, my dear scholars. Yes, it's been for me and Horace, it's been a stressful day. Oh my goodness, let me tell you. Oh, our brains have been all over the place. We've been stressed out. Oh my goodness. But we are here for you, my dear scholars. Not for me, for you. This is all for you. I couldn't be doing any of this without you, my dear wonderful scholars. So, yes. Um, so yes, as you can probably tell, this is going to be a bit of a different sort of stream. Usually on Tuesdays we do games. But I thought we would give some alternative programming to certain people who are going through things. So I thought we might instead allow ourselves to enjoy a bit of cinema, a bit of Celluloid, a little bit of a film. And so I dug through what I have through the public domain, and I think I found one which might be enjoyable for us. Maybe, just a little bit, I hope. Oh, it is a film. Hello there, Private Maverick. Welcome. So it is a movie from 1923, starring Harold Lloyd, a very famous silent film comedian, and it is called Safety Last. Some of you have probably seen visuals from it in some form or another. There is one very famous visual, which I'll explain when we get to it. Um, the movie itself is quite good. There's one bit where I will pause the movie and explain something because of yes. Firefly, silent or talkie? Don't remember when the cutoff is. Well, it's Private Mac. Wait, 1923? Yes, 1923. It's a silent. Talking pictures didn't really become a mainstream thing until about 1927. There had been attempts before that to synchronize sound with pictures. Um, even Edison attempted it at one point, but it had always been very rough, and the quality was pretty bad at the time. Um, Kintron, you've still got Plan 9 in the stream. I do? Oh my goodness, let me fix that. Oh, you can tell where my mind is. Thank you, Kintron, and welcome. There we are. There we are. Oh my goodness. Um, but yes, they had been attempts to synchronize sound before. Um, it also should be noted that before this, what we want to say is that talking pictures, there is a difference between talking pictures and sound pictures. Even before the talking pictures came out, there was synchronized sound, at least in terms of music scores. Music scores were used, as you can tell, with silent films, and there was successful work done with synchronizing a movie score with a silent picture. But they hadn't yet figured out fully how to get dialogue and music together. which didn't come about until around 1927's The Jazz Singer, though, of course, we can argue that. There's other precedences, of course. But this movie tonight is a sound film. Um, so then, uh, my dear scholars, shall we move over to the movie room to watch this fine bit of celluloid? Union 20. All right, all right. Private Merrick, let's. Yes, indeed. All right, so I will see you in the movie room. Now, yes. Oh, there I am. I started talking before I moved. So I will say ahead of time, usually I cut directly to the start of the film. Unfortunately, the makers who did this score chose to play the score before the announcements of who released the film, so I'm going to have to use that cut. This cut is from I can't remember the name, Janus Films, I believe, who released it. But the film is in the public domain. It absolutely is. So no worries. All right then, my dear scholars. Dim the lights, relax, have a have a cold or hot beverage, get yourselves some snacks, my dear scholars. We will begin our movie showing of Safety Last, starring Harold Lloyd. Excuse me. Oh, where's the curtains? There's the curtains. Yeah. Maybe I should move it ahead of time. No, I will chance it. Oh, very jaunty. Can you hear the music well enough, my dear scholars? Is the sound well enough? Oh, good, good, good. Oh, you're getting. Oh, hello there, Crusader Corrupted. Welcome. Excuse me. Hal Roach Studios, very famous at the time for their comedies. Very famous. Laurel and Hardy was signed to Hal Roach. So were the Little Rascals, or Argane as they were called at the time. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. I really shouldn't be laughing at this point. Should I? Of course. Now here's a little silent film fact for you. Very often in early showings of silent film during the sound era, you would notice the characters moving very fast across the screen. And the reason for that is very often when they went back to show the films, they used the wrong speed projector because there's a very specific projector speed used for this era of film. Um, but because that projector speed wasn't as common later in the sound era, whenever they showed these movies, the speed would be cranked up far too high compared to what it should be. Okay, so before I go on, I will mention this movie is 1923. There is scenes in it that may not have aged well. I want to ask you scholars this. Are you okay with me showing these scenes, or should I skip ahead past these scenes? What say you, my dear scholars? I want to make sure that you're all comfortable. Julian 20 says show them. What about the rest of you? I want to make sure you're all comfortable with what I'm showing. Because the rest of the movie is quite good. It's just one or two gags have not aged well. We have one vote for show them from Julian 20. What about the rest of you? I don't want to pressure you. Hello? Scholars? Have we lost our scholars? um, okay, since we have one for show them, I guess I will continue on. I will discuss, again, 1923, very different time. Although that baby is adorable. Might as well continue, yes. Oh, of course the pressure. Harold Lloyd was always very identifiable with his glasses. That was his signature look. And there goes the baby. Can't blame her for being angry. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. Harold Lloyd preferred to do his own stunts in these movies, though. Yes. After a few months, Limpy Bill, the boy. Oh, there we go. This man here was actually a fairly famous at the time stuntman. And he actually performs a few of the stunts in this picture that Harold Lloyd couldn't pull off himself. What good is a lavender without a chain? She can't sew it on. Lavalier? Lavalier. I know it, Bill. I'll get the chain all right. The very first money I can scrape up. What? Oh. The other thing silent films are usually known for is their wildly theatrical way of acting, but that actually, oh dear, that actually went out of favor fairly quickly by the 1920s. Paramedic pawned off the record player. Oh yeah, oh pal, she's just got to believe that I'm successful until I am. By this point in the 1920s, acting was much more naturalistic. If we had more records, I could have got the chain too. And mainly the reason why it started off as theatrical was because film was fairly new, which meant that no one was absolutely certain how to act when they were making silent movies. When you're on the stage, of course, you have to do wide sort of movements so the audience in the back can see you. But in film, of course, you don't need that. But at the time when silent film started, they did not know that. They weren't certain about that. But it was, by the 1920s, it was much more common to have this sort of naturalistic, simpler way of acting. There were certain days of the week when she could be sure of a letter from him. They were Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah, nice little zoom out shot there. Um, that's another thing that changed between silent and early talkies, as a little fun fact. Um, by the time of early talkies, as someone once told me, film cinematography actually went back about 10 years, mainly because they couldn't figure out how to move the camera with the sound equipment. Dearest Mildred, this little love filler caught my eye and I thought you might like it. The pattern of the chain did not quite suit me, so I left it with the Tiffany expert to be altered. Oh dear. My position with the Devore department store grows in responsibility every day. My progress has been simply marvelous. Be patient a little while longer. I hope to send you just as soon as I can clear up 4 or 5 big business deals. I think someone's making a little lie. The boy was always early. He couldn't have cared more for his job if it had been a position. Keep on being earlier every morning, son, and you'll be president or a night watchman. Now, in some films, there actually was a dialogue script done. They're not like just talking to nothing, and they're not silent themselves. There was a written script. The second time he's bundled into a truck. Intertitles, what we see here, the longest year the boy ever spent in 30 minutes, was were mainly basic summarizations of what was going on, especially important dialogue. So there is dialogue that we're missing, but if you can read lips, you can see what they're exactly saying. Hey you, it's all your fault. If you don't get me back in 10 minutes, I'll lose my job. Eh? I don't know, my watch has stopped. Yeah, this was a real thing. So yes, Harold Lloyd himself is mostly doing the stunts here. My grandmother used to play the piano for the old silent films. Oh, interesting. Oh, weird little jump cut there. Now, another little fun fact, when it comes to scores for silent films, as I mentioned before, some scores were recorded. There were specific scores composed for movies. However, not every theater could afford to use those scores. Some theaters, of course, could afford a full orchestra, but most could afford at least an organ or a piano. And sometimes those pianos and organs would have very generic music sheets given to them for specific genres. But in some cases, there were some that were very specifically, very specifically composed for the movie. I suppose any way to get to work. Okay, this bit is another gag which I don't think has aged particularly well. You'll be lucky if you don't get fired for this. Mr. Stubbs, head floor walker, muscle bound from patting himself on the back. I think we've all met someone like this. I don't think floor walkers exist anymore. Yeah, this joke here hasn't really aged particularly well, which I apologize for. Though he had to be pretty strong to be able to move about. Yeah, that's aged badly. Very badly. I apologize for that, my dear scholars. And I think that's the last bit that's aged badly in this film. Yeah, that's bad. I'm sorry, my dear scholars. If I could remove that scene, I would. Interesting. Paid on a Saturday. I think we can see where this is. Oh. Harold Lloyd's character very much. Harold Lloyd played a very specific character in his movies, which was very often the everyman. He played your average Joe. As you can see in this, he's just called the boy. He doesn't have a name for the character. Private Maverick, the old sight gigs. Oh yes. Well, you'd have to do sight gigs back then because it's very hard to do any other sort of comedy with a silent film. Anyone who has worked retail out there in the wide multiverse has probably been in a situation of this nature. You want to get off, you want to go on break, you want to go on to your lunch, but there's that one last customer. That one last customer who you need to help. And of course, that last customer is just going to be keeping you there for a long time. No, no, just a sample, please. Excuse me. Indeed. Bill, you'd be surprised at the pull I've got with the cops. I could do anything and get away with it. How much do you want to bet that's gonna go the way he thinks it's gonna go? I'll prove it to you. I'll kneel down behind and you shove him over backwards. Then watch me square it. Oh. So as I mentioned, this actor here was actually quite the stuntsman. He actually performed this sort of stunt before, climbing up the side of a building, and was fairly well known for doing it, which is why they hired him for this this part of the film. America, oh, Ron Cop. Yes. You'll do time for this. The first time I lay eyes on you again, I'll pinch you. Now you'll notice with the intertitles, not all the intertitles look the same. There are some that are bigger for emphasis, some that are smaller. Some intertitles could get very creative during a silent film. Shucks, you ain't seen nothing. I could climb 116 stories high, blindfolded. I wonder if that's gonna come in handy later on in the film. Food or a gift? Food or a gift? Oh. Food or a gift? And of course, some stereotyping here again. I'm sorry. I forgot about this. That's the problem with old films. You never know what you're going to run into with this, even after you watch it. Although... in $15.50, which he only makes $15 if you recall. Oh, wait. He's only got... I can't tell what it is. Oh. I can't tell what that coinage is, actually. And yeah. Well, it's for his girl. Direct from Tiffany's via Silver Stain and Son. I believe she was in other Harold Lloyd films before. Don't you think it's dangerous for a young man to be alone in the city with so much money? Oh dear. If I were you, I wouldn't wait. I'd go to him right away. Oh dear. I'll do it. I'll surprise him. Oh dear. Excuse me. Mother instinct right. The boy was in great danger. Well, times really haven't changed all that much. Aw, poor cat. Oh, that poor cat. Who dropped that $50 bill? Oh no. Oh! Go and adjust your apparel, young man. I shall report you to the general manager. It's not his fault. Very well, Mr. Stubbs. I'll send for the young man. Oh. Most wonderful city the girl has ever seen, except Great Bend. Wrap this, please. The lady is in a hurry. Little bit of comedy in the background there. We're so proud of you, Harold, and your wonderful position. Personally supervise every sale that is made in this department. Is the movie running okay, by the way, scholars? It's not slowing down or anything, is it? Oh dear. Helium 20, it is fine. Oh good, good. Oh. Oh no. Now observe me closely. I will illustrate the correct form of salesmanship. He's just gonna dig himself into a deeper and deeper hole with this. Complaint card. Report to General Manager's office at once. Oh, so the character does have a name, just his name. Oh yes, our European buyer wants my advice. This is most important. Just have to hydrate myself once in a while. Oh dear. Oh, hello there, One Chuel. Welcome. He was a bed and breakfast man. We are watching Safety Last, starring Harold Lloyd. Have a seat. Enjoy yourself. One Chuel, is that Charlie? That is Harold Lloyd, who was a contemporary of Charlie's, though. The idea of working your shirt sleeves. Think of the shock to your customers. Women of culture and refinement. One Chuel, nah, that's Johnny. Another complaint of this nature, and we will have to get along without your services. That will be all. Montreal, Johnny Bravo. Oh, I got it, I got it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Montreal, Johnny has risen. Not his fault. I'm just dying to see your office. Please let me look. Oh dear. But Harold, I did want to see your office. Well, he has a chance now. Well then, just a peek, but you must promise not to stay. I like the little trees at the top. It brings a little pleasantness to the office. Montreal scary movie. Montreal, I need my drinkies. Oh, really? Oh, no. Boy, empty this basket. Don't let me have to remind you again. Oh, Harold, let me ring one and see who it will bring in. Yulian 20, she is no. Well, she's naive. She doesn't know what's going on, and he's told her all these wonderful things and wonderful stuff he's been doing, and she has. That's all she has in context. That's all she has in context, so. Can you blame her completely? Well, yeah, you kinda can. Stubbs! Yes, sir? I don't wish to be annoyed by any more of your petty complaints about personal appearance. Yes, sir? You know you're no color ad yourself. No, sir. That will be all. Yes, sir. Oh, no. The fire drill. I try them out every day. Open your mouth and shut your eyes. Montreal, Yulian 20, aren't you scared too? She's fainted. Get some water, quick. Yulian 20, well? Aw. Oh, ah! Drill all the colors are all gone. And just think, you've made money enough already for our little home. Oh dear. I must have left my purse in your office. Won't you please get it for me? Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Truel. What's he gonna do? Can't exactly go back in there and just, well. Punctuel, he's gonna be a secret agent, man. I'd give $1,000 to anyone for a new idea, one that would attract an enormous crowd to our store. Something is wrong with our exploitation? We simply are not getting the publicity our position in the commercial world calls for. One Truel, he'll blast it, guns a-blazing. Oh. Oh. Will you give me $1,000, sir, if I can draw hundreds of people to our store? Let's give the boy a chance. Think of the publicity in the newspapers. The Devore department store will be all over the front pages. Will you climb the Bolton building 12 floors for $500? Say for $500 I'd climb to heaven and hang by my heels from the pearly gates. Mrs. Van Buren, have this young man send your car home. I'll be so glad to have you ride over to the club with me. Darling, dreams do come true. We'll be married tomorrow. Isn't that getting ahead of yourself a little bit? I'll send you to the hotel in the car. Meet me here tomorrow at 3. Take this young lady to her hotel, and Mrs. Van Buren says you're through for the day. Goodbye, darling. Tomorrow will be our lucky day. Oh. The lucky day. The press agent has been told to flood the town. He submerged it. Oh. Mystery man in death-defying thrill to climb wall of towering skies. Scraper. The Devore department store to be seen of sensational stunt. Oh dear. Look, this guy ain't got any face. They must have run out of ink. Oh dear. dear. One True L. How long have I been a scroller? Which? One True L. Follow age. One True L. I know I met you last year. I'm not sure, One True L, how long you have followed me. Now this is probably the most famous part of the film. The building they filmed it on, they don't use for the entirety of the movie. There are bits where they choose other buildings to get the angles. You lay low, maybe I can ditch him. Oh, can he? One True L, I know him. Oh, I already said that. One True L, he looks like Charlie Chaplin. Well, he was contemporary of Charlie Chaplin's at the time. One True L faker. How old was Harold Lloyd here? I'd have to do some math. Give me a second. Let us see how old Harold Lloyd was. So he was 30 years old when he made this film. Harold Lloyd, interestingly enough, he did make sound films, but he didn't make them for very long, and it wasn't because his voice was bad or anything. He just decided he had had enough of making movies. He would later retire and become a dog breeder. One True L, he's had enough. Oh no. That's it. There's only one way out. You climb to the second floor and duck through the window. Then I'll put on your coat and hat and go the rest of the way. They'll never know the difference. Oh dear. Which is actually what they did in real life. Harold Lloyd did climb part of it, but the rest was climbed by the actor in the cap. Go on, you can do it. Only one floor. I'm the mystery man. I wanted to surprise you. Huh? So this is Harold Lloyd doing the climbing for this part. Now watch out for the cityscape to actually change between parts of the film. Oh no. You'll have to go one more floor till I ditch the cop. This building actually did not have a clock. They had to add it in for continuity purposes onto the building. No, it's just being affectionate. So these far away shots, that is the other actor. Up another floor. Oh, wonderful. Why don't you take that net off? It's in your way. Well, I think that's a little obvious at this point. Okay, he deserves that a little bit. You gotta keep on going till I ditch the cop. So that was one building we saw. Coming up, they switched to a different building for a different angle. One Shrill, I know the scene. Oh yes, this is the famous scene we're coming up to. So that's shot right there. That's a different building completely from the one we saw with that one. One Shrill, Jackie Chan took inspiration from all the old films. Oh yes. Young man, don't you know you might fall and get hurt? Here comes the famous scene. Whoa! I don't care how much money I'd make. Nope, nope, nope. Come on, just this one floor and you'll be through. You be there or I will be through! Is the cop kind of going overboard with this? I mean, it was just one time and the guy's doing nothing right now. Montreal, nice windows. Okay, we're at a different area now, a different building. Yulian 20. Oh, can I have a fear of heights? Oh, I'm sorry, Yulian 20. Okay, so I will tell you how this scene one true, and this is real. It kind of is. I'll tell you how they did it in a second. One true, not that real. Oh. So this bit here, oh, most famous scene in the entire film. So Harold Lloyd is actually, the area on that building is actually on a platform on top of another building where the camera is lined up in such a way that it makes it look like the building is higher up than it actually is. Now, there are cushions underneath where if he fell, he would land, but it is still fairly high up, just not as high up as you see it. It's a really ingenious old movie trick. They're essentially tricking your eye into thinking it's part of the rest of the building. At least the officer is nice enough to pull him. Meaning he's in danger, but not that much danger. Yeah, exactly. He's not in a horrible amount of danger. Great, you got the right idea, kid. That's the best one you've pulled yet. Joel, just a little danger. Yeah, if he had fallen off the platform, at best, it would kind of hurt. If he accidentally fell off the side, he would have fallen over off that building and probably would have killed himself. But he really is not in that much danger. Truly, I love how it's just him and no wires helping. Yes! The fact that Harold Lloyd isn't doing all the climbing wasn't revealed until after Harold Lloyd had died. The actor who did the rest of the long distance climbing, the long distance shots, refused to reveal that he had done it until after Lloyd had died, for the sake of Lloyd. Well, that's some upper body trick. Well, old-time comedians would go through a lot just for their films. I mean, look at Buster Keaton. He managed to break his neck in a film, and he didn't even know it. Make this next floor faster. I'm having a little difficulty in ditching the cop. Oop. Get out of here! Don't you know the dog might fall? Well, Buster was a genius. I almost thought of doing a Buster Keaton film for this, but I just couldn't find one that worked out well enough. But I'm only in my 20s, but for how long? Ah, yes, time treats us all. Untrue L. Father Time is a cheeky thing. Oh, yes. I don't know if that's Harold Lloyd or not. I think it might be. It's hard to tell. Or that might not be him. One my favorite black and white is still Nosferatu. You spelled that right, One That is the correct spelling. Ooh. Aw, poor mouse. Oh. Oh. Poor mouse. Yeah, screw that. I think he's almost at the top. Yeah, it would take a tremendous amount of body strength just to be able to pull this off. Again, even if it was mostly cinema magic, it would take so much to do it. Finally made it to the top. Oh, they're building up to something. Oh dear. Oh God! Whoa! Whoa! Aww. And yeah. And they're yeah. I'll be right back soon as I ditch the cop. A happy ending. movie is in the public domain, I believe. Oh, that was great. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's a lot of fun. And exit music. In 20s, thank you. Oh, you are welcome. And curtains. And I will see you all in the chat area to close out this evening. All right. Welcome back. Oh, that was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it, my dear scholars? Hope you had a lot of fun watching it. There's plenty of silent comedies which I could recommend. I mean, they're all marvelous. Some of them, as I said before, do feature gags in them which have not aged at all well. Um, but this one's pretty good. This one is good, and it's famous, and I wanted to share with all of you, and to make the night a little less stressful. So Thursday, if everything goes smoothly and according to plan, and I'm in a good mood, we will be reading some Agatha Christie as our first novel for the month. I haven't figured out which one to read yet. I've got a choice of two, but I will let you know. Let's see. Before we go, let's see who there is we can raid tonight. All right then. Who is on? Okay. Um, hold on. Let me see who's rewriting. You know, my dear scholars, do you mind doing something a little more spooky in terms of rating someone? Because it looks like Polly Castelline is playing Silent Hill 2. Although, it looks like we do have a reader who is reading The Moon Fleet. So maybe we should raid Jev Venzen. Maybe we should raid them. Um, what would you like? A book or a game? You choose, my dear scholars. Book or game? I am. One Shuel is thinking. Which one do you prefer, book or game? Julian20 says game. Game. All right. We will go. Oh, hello, and so welcome. We will raid Polly Casterline, who is playing Silent Hill 2. So then, my dear scholars, I say unto you, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Till we meet each other again at the study. Take care, and I shall see you next time. Till then, farewell and bye-bye.